Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM. Oh, okay. Start over. Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1311. Today we're reacting to Lima Shenanigans of 1977 episode number 57. Now before we react to this, I'm gonna have some gold grams of s'mores. So I'm gonna eat those while I'm reacting to this. So let's react to this begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is a YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, for that lovely intro. Well, hello there. Welcome to yet another episode from me, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E, from my Big Beefy Man Cave here in New Big Beefy Bedford, Massachusetts. And this is the 57th episode of my Big Beefy YouTube channel vlog show, Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. And it's October the 1st. That's right, October is here, 2022. And
wow.
It's 4:48 p.m. Saturday afternoon. It's been a yucky day,
wow.
Weather-wise outside. And we're just chilling at home, doing our thing, but smile on our face and say hello. Hello, how you doing? Like,
it's like Mr. Rogers in style, man. Continue on.
Sullivan, what's going on over there? And I hope you guys are out there having a very, very good day. Hopefully your day's better than mine. My day's been pretty good. I mean, despite the weather kind of wet, ugly.
Wow. His face, wow.
Ew.
Wow.
It's wet. Rain sucks, man. So,
wow.
It's cloudy right now, according to on the computer saying, but it looks like the rain, look, the remnants of Ian not going away. So, I know there's a lot of people who are in Ian's path, Hurricane Ian's path. So, my prayers out there to you guys. Hopefully, you guys are staying safe. I know most of you guys have lost a lot of stuff, lost power, and all that. I encourage you guys to stay strong, stand tough, and be valiant, be vigilant, be strong and courageous. Help's on the way. I know it, and I'm sure there's a lot of help is on the way. And I hope you guys got the help you need. And
yes.
Stay safe out there in Florida, guys. And
yes.
Just, I know people are assessing their damage, trying to find their loved ones, their pets, and all that. It is very, very tough out there. So,
very tough, yes.
So to stand strong, Floridians, and whoever is in the path of Hurricane Ian, just stand strong, stand tough. Okay?
Yes.
We're thinking of you guys. We're with you in spirit, man. That's all. I'm with you guys in spirit. That's all.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about a little bit different. I know you guys have been expecting an episode of Saturday Superstar Arcade. That will come. Don't trust me on this one. I already know what game I'm going to play, so just hang in there. I'm going to talk about Power Rangers Dino Fury. Because I resubscribed to Netflix, and the reason why I went on Netflix is because of Power Rangers Dino Fury. And Dino Fury, excellent show. There is a lot of things, a lot of interesting storylines that happen. There's a little bit, a little bit on the untraditional side. We saw, obviously, first ever same-sex couple, shall we say, Izzy and Fern. Izzy is the Green Ranger. Fern was a rival of Izzy's at first.
Wow.
In a race, because Izzy is a star athlete.
Wow.
And and then for her ankle, or Izzy. So that was the first time in Power Rangers history this has happened. A big thing, big deal.
Wow.
In the social rounds, And that's how it gets interesting. This storyline is among now. We'll explain that. What's also another interesting storyline is another couple that is you know, has made the waves, and that will be Ollie and Amelia, which is crazy to say the least. So you
Wow.
talk about this. You got two fellow Rangers in love, and then you got
Wow.
the same sex. Yeah, it's tough for me to talk about that because I'm a very conservative person.
Wow.
You know, but I'm not supposed to hate on anybody. So
No.
I'm going to try to.
We're not.
That, okay, so I'm trying to. But I think it's very unique the way how all that plays out.
Yes.
So the interesting storyline goes. In fact, two of the Rangers' identities have been revealed to civilians. Izzy's identity revealed to Fern, and the cool about it is there was a lot of old school references.
Wow.
To all Power Ranger seasons of the past, which is really super cool that they decided to connect all of this. And it's like long-term storytelling. Yeah.
You know something, Eric? You know, and sorry to put the volume down a little bit, but you know, I was a huge fan of Power Rangers since Dino Thunder. If you haven't checked out my reaction videos to my LJPCBM Club vlogs on my mean of Jason David Frank, that man in person, I highly recommend you check it out. You know, that's just me. You know, he was a great guy. He was a Black Dollar Ranger to me in my childhood. So, there you go. Now, let's just see what happens. Continue on.
Or in wrestling, they call it long-term booking. This is long-term storytelling. We saw Return of Lord Zed, which is really crazy in itself.
Wow.
I'm like, how in the heck did they do that? And how did they get him back to his monster form after Zordon's sacrifice purified it? You know what they could have done? Split emitters. Could separate the human and the evil person. That's what they should have done. But anyways, Commander Shaw from Beast Morphers made an appearance there as well. There's a huge thing about the 30th season that we all know, and I will talk more about that as well as we go along here. Fern was the first civilian. I mean, not Fern. I know Ollie's mother, Lani Akana, was the first one to, find out about the Rangers' identities, and Ollie, and which is really was the first civilian. Then Fern, Izzy's girlfriend, was the second person to realize that.
Okay.
Fern made a reference to the old school Rangers. May the power protect you. That's what Zordon used to say back in the day. So nice catch on that.
Wow.
And then another reference to an old school Rangerdom, I should say.
Wow.
Lothorn. Now you're thinking Lothorn. Is that Lothor's kid or something like that? Lothor had a kid?
Wow.
Lothorn was the nephew of Lokar. Remember Lokar, the big floating head with the spikes? That attacked the Rangers at one point and gave Mutitis his powers, enhanced powers, and Cyclopsis. And that's the only time I think he made a couple appearances. He made those two appearances. Mutitis and Cyclopsis.
Wow.
So you got that. So I'm like, oh wow. So because he looked like, as I watched the Super Sentai version of it, they saw, I saw that version of Lothorn. I'm like, dude, that could be a Lokar reference if the new season of Dino Fury goes with this monster.
Wow.
And but it gets wilder. Okay, it gets really, 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 really whacked out wilder. The storyline in Dino Fury. It gets wild to the point where you're going, whoa, dude, that's heavy.
Wow.
The third civilian that found out about Power Rangers' identity, Pop Jones, adopting a young Amelia Jones, who turns out to be Rafconian, like Zato and Ion. So, and we kind of find out that her father is the Void Knight / Void King Tarek.
Wow.
A Rafconian who made a promise to the janitor to look after their baby. Centaura was her mother, who's now the Void Queen because of all the sparks energy.
Wow.
And it took Amelia to turn Tarek and Centaura back to their human self, their Rafconian selves.
Wow. Wow.
I'm like, what? This is heavy. And a lot of people were talking about this, too. A lot of people were guessing it. A lot of people were right on the money with this. Imagine Void Knight's Amelia's father. Bingo! It's like,
Bingo!
Luke, I'm your father. Ah, it was crazy.
What is
It was
it?
totally insane.
Hold on.
It was totally nuts. Bingo! It's like Star Wars. Luke, I'm your father.
Oh, okay. Continue on.
Ah, it
Wow.
was crazy. It was totally insane.
Wow.
It
So.
was totally nuts. And they get the Morphin Masters get involved in this. Basically, red, like half of the team of the Morphin Masters, red, green, and blue. And the voice of the green Morphin Master happens to be the actors who played Ali Samuels, Jack's business partner / girlfriend in SPD, and Vela in Operation Overdrive.
I grew up with SPD, since you mentioned it. So, I grew up ever since I was a 10 years old, since my grandmother Jeffers passed away, and it was very heartbreaking to me to say this. Continue on.
So,
we'll see their name.
Vela in Operation Overdrive, Tyzon's girlfriend. So that's a big deal.
Wow.
But, Tarek did the Void Knight thing one more time, and he says, "I got this," and then Amelia hugs Void Knight, and it's like, "Dad, I can't believe it. It's so super cool." So what is next for? And then Zato sacrificed himself to destroy that big monster that Void Queen built, and then Void Queen, the cool thing is that Amelia had her new Ravkonian powers, and she used that, getting Void Queen to connect memories, and then Void Queen's like, no, and it went all the way, and was very happy to see Amelia. Amelia was searching for her parents. I can't believe Tarek and Centaura. Now the coolest part, about 6 months later, the Ravkonians decided we're going to live on Earth and try to get some resources and everything else. So, they're learning how to adapt themselves to Earth. And Tarek and Centaura decided to make their home on Area 62.
Wow.
That was the home base of the villains. Now that the villains are gone, except for Mucus. It seems like Mucus is up to something. So,
wow.
Because you see the end, the slime, and you see Mucus giggling and laughing.
Wow.
So she probably escaped, and she was out literally from under a rock,
Wow.
So what happened to Slifer? Is Slifer still alive? I don't know.
I don't know either.
One thing I know for sure is that the Power Rangers still have their powers, but Zato sacrificed himself to defeat the monster, and then the three Morph Masters came out, gathered all the Sporix, took all the Sporix away, and said, "Hey, you did well. Your quest ends here." Then, so the Rangers decided to go on with their regular lives. Ion's got his own cafe, which is really crazy. Izzy graduated. Now she's going to Oakdale with Fern, and Hobby's there and everything else, and Buzz Glass is doing well. And meanwhile, Area 62, while they moved in, the painting and all that. And the fun part about it is that Tarek and Centaura were having a debate about which color the baby would like.
Mm-hmm.
And Amelia goes, "Let me solve that problem for just a second." And since Centaura's pregnant with another child, Amelia looks and said, "No, and they all did the references of the cities and the colors, like Ocean Bluff blue, which is Ocean Bluff, which is the Jungle Fury. It's like it was just. There was one monster that said, "Hey, I can see Angel Grove from here." There's another reference.
Wow.
What the crazy part about that was, and then the Void Queen saying, "This is giving me a headache."
Wow.
Rita says that, So I think the Dino Fury storyline, I thought the heavy stuff was Amelia finding out about her parents. So that was the craziest part of all. The magic of our Power Ranger, in all season long, all year long, you're fighting against your own parents to try to save the Earth. Hello.
Bam.
I mean, it's like evil forces will do whatever it takes to try to take over the Earth, including destroying one's family, or turn family member against a family member. We saw the Andros and Astronomer, you know. But Astronomer becomes good, became grown, joined forces with the Lost Galaxy Rangers, and replaced Kendrick's Pink Ranger for that half of the season, which is so super cool. Also, Lothor and Sensei Watanabe, Kanoi versus Kia, twin brothers, mind you.
Wow.
But it was Kia that chose the name of Lothor and chose, you know. Because some went against their will, some had no idea, someone actually chose to do it. Power Ranger villain storylines get crazy.
Wow.
Now there will be a 30th season. The 30th anniversary will be next year.
Which is this year, that is, which I'm taping this from. Continue on.
Cosmic Fury.
Wow.
Because at the end, Zato came back and has a new suit. It's like it's all white and new superpowers. It's Super Dino Fury Red Ranger. But they will have brand new suits, unlike brand new American-made suits. They won't adapt any Sentai suits at all. But they will. It's like season 2 and 3. They will take the Zords from the Sentai series. Like in space, there will be Cosmic Fury. They'll take the Zords from the mecha from Q Ranger, Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, and there is going to be some probably recurring characters coming into this. Rumor has it that Captain Sutherland will be coming back. Steve Cardenas as Rocky the Red Ranger. And OG Rangers, David Yost and Walter Manuel Jones will return as Zack and Billy in this version.
Wow. And even though I did saw bits of it on, let's say, Power Rangers Once and Always, as I mentioned last episode, that would be fantastic. Though, did mention that Jason David Frank passed away on my past videos, and I met Jason David Frank 2 years ago in person, and let me say this, it was an honor to meet him in person. So there you go. Continue on.
And they have a picture of Jason David Frank inside the those pods mecha for for Q Ranger. I said, wouldn't surprise me. Jason David Frank was going to come back with this one. Even
though I met him in person, I know he said, I was going to say that. Because according to that documentary, according to my status right now, he died for committing suicide at the age of 49. He would have been 50 by the time the Legend of White Dragon will be released in Fears Labor Day weekend. So it was hard, breaking, but I'm gonna search it now. But go check out this video, guys. Jason David Frank. There are 2 videos about Jason David Frank. One was L6 Club Vlogs, episode 42. Jason David Frank visits Savannah. Even though he did met me about my visit to see him in Savannah. In Planet Fun. And the other one was the very first episode of Life Stories. Jason David Frank visits Savannah. It was all released the same day, 2021. Be looking up for those. And yeah. So yeah. It was an honor to Jason David Frank. Rest in peace to him. So there you go. Continue on.
Saying he's done playing Tommy or anything else like that. But, and they had Stephen Cardenas come back because with the situation going on St. John, I don't know if that's been resolved yet.
Yeah, unfortunately to me, he was arrested. So, according to Wikipedia stats, let me check on him right now. Yeah. It says that in May 2022, he indicted in federal fraud charges related to CARE Act, but since he literally requires $3.5 million to create businesses or use citizen businesses submit application for how do you pronounce it? Yeah, these are those names for. Well, false key, something like that, yeah. I don't know what to say, but we pay the referrals to spend the money if it would face up to 20 years in prison. You know, and during his tribute to him, to Jason and Frank, I commented on this video saying that what's going on and things like that, and then I talked to him about it, and he just said and some people liked my video, hit my comment, excuse me, but then he was like, wow, T1.
I personally believe that, I'm hoping that Austin comes out of this okay. No,
Yeah.
But sometimes, when you get into a situation like this, sometimes you roped into something that you had no idea you get into, or did he willfully do it? I don't know. And
I don't
I'm not
either.
gonna judge him. That's why, because sometimes you have theories on that, and you want to hope that he's innocent. So it's like nowadays he's guilty until proven innocent. It was just stupid.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. That should be the way it is. A lot of people like to flip everything else upside down, but I digress. So we're not going to talk about. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about the law or anything.
No.
But that situation, Austin and his team are going to handle it.
Even though I did talk about early in the episode, yeah.
The team will probably going to handle it. So, but I'll tell you one thing: seeing David Yost and Walter Manuel Jones announced that they're going to make their return for the 30th anniversary. I can't wait to see what Cosmic Fury is going to be all about. It's going to be crazy, no doubt. And I am personally believing that it's going to be a great. Cosmic Fury is going to be a new series and all. At the end, he said, "Lord Zed escapes." So Lord Zed. So this is going to be very interesting. Will they adapt the bad guys, or will Mucus have? Hey, listen, I got my henchmen. Will the henchmen make their return? Will Mucus do the thing? Who knows for sure? But
who knows?
But it's going to be a very interesting storyline to say the least. But Rangers got more human allies. I'm sure if Tarek wants to, he can be the Void Knight once again if he has to. But he's probably going to be focused on being a dad again, and enjoy life on Earth, and that's what's going to happen, which is so super cool. And Pop Pop's going to be there. I know Pop, Tarek, Santora, Dr. Arcon. I think everybody's going to be working together to help the Rangers in this 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Personally, can't wait. The Cosmic Fury. They have brand new suits. It's going to be totally insane.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Cosmic Fury. Nonetheless, Dino Fury, awesome storylines, awesome job with the show. Cast is great. Everything's great. Overall, 10 out of 10 for me. I thought the storylines were pretty cool with the whole, Amelia finding her parents all along were the villains trying to take over Earth using sports beast, which is really heavy stuff, man. So
yeah,
it's like, she was finding Void Knight and everything else. Who knew, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully they have a purified version of Void Knight. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's gonna be crazy. And also, a young lady, I forgot her name, will be playing Yen. There's gonna be Trini's daughter will be making an appearance. That's right. Trini has a daughter. The question is, who was the father? Yen will be her name. I forget, but she will be making an appearance in the 30th season of Power Rangers. And even though I think a lot of people about the fact of reunion without Tweet Trang, but Tweet did pass away in 2001.
Even though I was
she would have been all over this,
Hold on. Yeah.
Has she been still alive without Tweet Trang, but Tweet did pass away in 2001.
Even though I was only 6 when this happened, it was shocking me to see this, what's happening during the tragic events like this. It was just things like this, but say, like, what's going on, things like that, and it was tragedy. Continue on.
Had she been still alive, she would have been all over this, And, so that's going to be, I got a couple of drawbacks. You don't have Pua Magasiva, he's no longer with us. Peter Ruda. Pua Magasiva, he played Shane in Ninja Storm. He's no longer with us.
Even though it's my child growing up, yep.
Peter Ruda, Udana is no longer with us.
Wow.
Tweet Trang, obviously. You see. And yeah, those are three core characters right there from their core shows. No longer with us, so they come. Obviously, he couldn't make an appearance, and he had to. Like I said, reality's going on with us in St. John. We don't know what's happening with them. I'm surprised they didn't have Amy Jo Johnson return as a power to the Power Rangers 30th anniversary.
You know something? I talked to Remix about. He just said. Well, I was shocked that Amy Jo Johnson is not gonna be on there. It's like, no, come on, it makes no sense to me. How is she not gonna be appear on that? Then she'll not be appear on that. So there you go. Continue on.
I don't know if she's still doing Flashpoint or what, or she's focusing on her music or what. I don't know, but it would be good to see Kimberly make a return. But then you get Catherine coming back. First appearance is Ninja Steel. Also, Steve Cardenas is Rocky. Ninja Steel. I'm going to see Johnny Young Bosch. He should make a return. Or Corinne Ashley.
Even though I met him in person at MobileCon. Fun fact, because this past May, I met him in MobileCon and just sent him a Jason Day Freight phone. He's like, "Oh, thank you, Luke." And I sent it to the Power Rangers to celebrate the 30th anniversary. So that's a fun fact for you. T1.
The Kia Breeze. They make a return because and then the Kia Breeze has brought a lot of sass to the Power Rangers team.
Yeah,
I think so.
I see
about that.
Yeah.
So and especially when she tried, when they were under the spell of the bias blaster.
Yeah.
Power Rangers Zeo, and everybody's arguing. They're like, hello, and then and they would do the bloopers for Zeo, and it was a Zeo Christmas, and Johnny Young Bosch is pretty funny too. Off screen, so.
Even though Johnny Young Bosch, which I met in person, he just gave me he gave me an autograph. I'm not gonna show you the autograph, guys, but it was right in my shelf somewhere. Next to this whole Great Delicious Griffins. Emily Elizabeth won in the right next to Johnny Young Bosch, but I got this whole weekend spending next to it, but that's just me. Continue on.
It's pretty hilarious, even though everybody's nervous and looking at me. So, yeah. So that's my opinion. My opinion on Power Rangers Dino Fury. 10 out of 10. Awesome job. Awesome storylines, guys. Keep it up. Keep up the great work and everything else. And I can't wait for Cosmic Fury to see what goes down with that. They're using the Zords from Q Ranger, and a lot of people are disappointed they're not using the suits or anything else. But go something different. They don't have to copy Sentai every single time. They can they can go a different storyline and all that. So
yeah, and just speak English. Yeah, just like that. Don't speak a Japanese word and something like. I need to do is copy Sentai. Like, no, don't do that. Come on now. T1.
Like Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, they had to come down. They don't have to be on Earth, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, that's what's unique about Power Rangers Super Sentai. But I've always wanted to acknowledge. Can we at least acknowledge Super Sentai?
Yeah.
People like Power Rangers is bootleg and all this good stuff.
Who's that? Another post-credit scene. Continue on.
Guys, we acknowledge Super Sentai. They gave birth to Power Rangers. We're thankful for Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Oh, you can't like Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Who says I can't? Gatekeeping morons. Jeepers. I like Super Sentai. I like Power Rangers. I'll watch both shows. I don't care.
Yeah, same here. Like same here.
Go eat your NyQuil flavored chicken. Anyway. Anyways, just kidding about NyQuil flavored chicken.
I mean, I watched Super Sentai since the episode Power Rangers Star Thunder episode. I watched the 2 Disney days. Lost and Found and Transitions, as I mentioned last episode. Continue on.
Say it to be funny. And it's gross. I do not recommend people dipping their chicken in NyQuil.
What?
It's gross. Ugh.
No.
I never tried it. Never have. Never will. But
No.
It looks sick.
Ugh.
It looks sick. Anyways.
Well, actually,
Okay.
yeah. Actually, yeah, I do dip chicken on Zaxby's. It makes sense to me. Continue on.
Power Rangers Dino Fury, awesome storylines, great job. I like the continuation. Hey, I've got a new suit, but we got to get out of here now.
Oh, and by the way, before we get to the out here, let me say this. I love dipping chicken nuggets on McDonald's, and it's always good. And speaking of McDonald's, and other things, restaurant food, I love food dipping chicken on them, things, but baby food? Seriously? No, I don't want that. Continue on.
Says Escape Earth. Reminds you of Power Rangers in space, you know? When the Turbo Rangers were in a command center belong, and then the messenger said, hey, Dark Spectre wants to see you. Get going now. And Jim Tux go, fine, I'll go to the Sumerian planet. And then, you know, they said, oh, Dimitri told us to stay here. We stay here, we're sitting ducks, we have no powers, we got nothing. And we got to stop.
It's like city ducks without one day. Oh, okay, continue on.
And then TJ had the idea, well, we got to stop Diva Tux before she comes back. And so, but this time around, you know, the brains go off in space, Lord Zed has escaped. Let's get Lord Zed, and let's get him before he comes back to Earth and starts delivering that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And who knows, and if Mucus is joining forces with Lord Zed, that's going to be trouble and a half. He's saying, look, it's bad enough that Lord Zed's going to have be irritated by Rita. You get Mucus to deal with. And Mucus
No.
So,
Wow.
that's all the time we have on the show, episode 57. My thoughts on Power Rangers Dino Fury. 2 Continent Fury. 30th anniversary coming up. Can't wait. So, that's all the time we have. And see you next episode. That will be Saturday Superstar Arcade, which I'm probably going to get set up later, but I need to eat something. So, until then, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Sweet Bumbling Bofo Raber Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.
So that was Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 57. Power Rangers Dino Fury, the Cosmic Fury Thoughts. What did I think about this episode? It was alright, but overall, it was a exciting Power Rangers season I've ever wanted to watch, but excuse me, I have food there in my mouth. Anyway, Mind and Impressed. That was wrapping up LJPCBM episode number 1,311. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next one's going to be LJPCBM episode number 1,312, which is about Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 58. Card Shards, Money Cards, number 4. Till next time, Sue Jones, Bob, so baby, we can watch LJPCBM to pursue to put it out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I ask, why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.
I've always wanted to acknowledge, can we at least acknowledge Super Sentai? And a lot of people say, oh, people like Power Rangers is bootleg and all this good stuff. Wah. Guys, we acknowledge Super Sentai. They gave birth to Power Rangers. We're thankful for Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Oh, you can't like Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Who says I can't? Gatekeeping morons. Sheepish. I like Super Sentai. I like Power Rangers. I'll watch both shows. I don't care. And if anybody does not like it, go eat your NyQuil flavored chicken. Anyways.